Now let's go back in Unreal and see how this was implemented. So posting the event is pretty simple. It actually starts right at the beginning of the level, just like the music. The base RTPC value is also set here. The player starts the level with 100 health points. Therefore, nothing is heard. These points starts to be decreased as the player enters the box collision I've talked about earlier, and then will slowly be refilled as the player gets out of the box. Here is how it's done. Before explaining this, just know that 2 custom events and 1 float variable have been created in the third character blueprint. Don't think about it too much, just let it sit in the back of your head. Let's focus on the first part first, when the character is inside the box collision. So, the character enters the box, this custom event is called, then this event starts a timer, then this timer executes a function. This timer does that every 0.1 seconds in loop as long as the player is inside the box collision. So if we simplify this, when the player is inside the box trigger, this function is executed every 0.1 seconds. But what does this function do exactly? Let's take a look. Remember that float variable I was talking about? Here it is. It's called cold intensity. In a nutshell, this is the current player life at any given moment, but will also be the current RTPC value. This thing right here is what decreases the player health value. It takes out 0.5 health points from that variable every time the timer sends an execution signal. This thing right here is what sets it. What is left to do is to simply also set the RTPC, which we do right here. Same thing is happening when the player gets out of the box collision, but instead, the timer is updated every 0.2 seconds, and the health points rise up between 0 and 2 points every time. One last thing I want to show is the melody being changed according to the current song playing in the level. Notice how the melody is also in time with the music playing. This special speaker is there to show you just that, as the other speakers are now being low-passed by the RTPC. Remember, everything else in that level is also being affected by the RTPC.